Hi, my name is Chris. I work at Bull Moose, and it's almost Record Store Day, so you know what that means. It's time for another Record Store Day preview video. We're going to do it a little bit differently this year, though. First of all, I'm actually going to do it from my office, not from home. Secondly, we're going to release the videos in 2 chunks. So we got 1 chunk now, and then the other one will come out about around April 15th. And what's nice about this one is I can go into greater depth of the records that I already have. So here we are. You see this great Record Store Day cover. Titus Andronicus is the artist, and it's a 12-inch with 2 songs. Now, what else are we going to have? Just to get you psyched up for this video, here's what we're doing. We're going to start with some records that I think sort of fall into the without whom category. There wouldn't be a Record Store Day if it wasn't for some of these things. I've also got most of Rhino and Sub Pop's releases, Victory, Fred Sarah Band, a couple from Razor and Tide, some other stuff. Got some really cool picture discs, a couple box sets that we can really show you what's inside. Got the biggest release in Record Store Day history. I'll show you that. And something that reminds me of something Yoko Ono might do. So let's start. Now, one of the companies that I think really sort of made, well, really important, Sub Pop. They had a couple great compilations in the late 80s, Sub Pop 100, Sub Pop 200, very rare, hard to find now. This year we have Sub Pop 1000, which is another compilation of stuff that you may not have heard of, but you will wish you had when this is sold out. And I just want to read a little thing from the comes with this really nice booklet, probably about 12, 16 pages here. And let's see. At last, it's 2013. Blah, blah, blah. Once seen as a colorful holdover from a bygone era, like polio and honor killing, hopefully we're all done with that, record making is resurgent, and you, discerning buyer, stand to get fleeced by those who would have you spend extravagantly on something unnecessary or worse, just because it's Record Store Day. And so on and so on. Your uncle in the record business, Jonathan Poneman. So check this out. Here's the back. I didn't really show it. Very cool, very nice cover. And you get the download card in here. Another without whom release, I think, is this Superchunk 7-inch. Again, just because Superchunk were really important, and the founder of Merge Records is in the band, and one of the important labels from the late 80s, early 90s, who kind of, I think, just helped define what indie rock was going to be. Same deal, same deal. This almost came out last fall, but it wasn't quite ready, so now we get it now, and it's nice that we finally get to see it. It's the Daniel Johnston Fun album from, I think it's from around 92 originally, maybe 94. But what's great about this is the first time it's been available on record. I listened to it this morning, sounds really good, and just totally takes me back to the early 90s and when indie rock was just exploding. And if you haven't heard this, you should check it out. Very nice. Let's move on to Rhino's stuff, because I know everybody always wants to know what they're up to, and just the attention to detail, I think, is fantastic. So, interesting choice, but we'll see. I think a lot of people are going to be psyched by this. The Dazed and Confused soundtrack. So as you see, gatefold cover, beautiful, beautiful. What you can't tell is that it's on nice, thick stock. It feels great in the hand, and I want to show off the vinyl here. Very cool colored vinyl. There you are. As you can see, it's this sort of herbal green color, and it's hard to read here whose initials are in the wax here, so I can't tell who mastered it, but it's in there. Another beautiful Rhino release. Here we have The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and look at that. Again, it's really heavy. It's just, it looks great. It feels so good in your hands. I'm sure it sounds better than my sister's cassette did back in the day, driving around in Utica. And as you can see here, nice red vinyl, and there is a little CB in the wax, the wax in the middle on here. So again, this should sound just great. Some people know what that means. Now, another one that I listened to this morning that sounds really, really good is this Grateful Dead Rarities album. Again, and this is also going to be available on CD. So you've got, again, just beautiful, beautiful packaging. It looks great. There you go. And I think that, let's pull it out and show it to you. It's just, again, it's very, just well pressed, very clean pressing. Love it. It sounds great. And there you have it. Something that we often hear that there needs to be more hip hop, so it's really great to see just a hugely important, very influential album, Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die record, which actually was in print on vinyl originally, but it's been out of print for a long time. Nice, glossy gatefold. And this one's on white vinyl, and they let a little bit of stuff get in there sometimes. There's a couple little specks here and there, which kind of give you some interesting color. Again, very important record. Another one here, Song Cycle by Dyke Parks. I believe this is mono, and this has been unavailable for a long time. Check out the back here. We have a nice gold foil stamp right there. And you know, I love the liner notes here. They're so formal because the piano on the song Vine Street is by Randall Newman, and Leonard Waronker, or Waronker, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, produced the record. Again, just very cool. Oh, and look at this. So look, they even copied the old Warner Brothers inner sleeve, except unlike that, this is on like 180 gram vinyl, or maybe 200. It feels really good. It's a very clean looking pressing. Looks great. It's got the little CB Chris Bauman in there, and it is mono, by the way. Speaking of mono, we also have something I know a lot of people have been talking online, they're excited about, is the Zombies self-titled album. This is the mono release, and again, just like a lot of these, people are being very careful, and they're copying the back exactly, except unless they have to change the address. But this is cool. It's got the Zombies National Fan Club address. We don't know if Miss Susan Frankel is still living in Stamford, Connecticut, but if she is, I'm sure she's going to get a lot of mail. Limited to 1,000 copies here, 180 gram vinyl, and I'm going to read right here. We've got the mastering info right here for you. Another one from the same label, Varese Sarabande. We've got Small Faces album. There Are But 4 Small Faces, and I listened to this one this morning. Sounds great. Just jumps right off at you. Again, well mastered. Sounds good. Ichiku Park was the hit off this record. And here's one that I think a lot of stores are going to wish they had ordered more copies of. Same label, the Girl From U.N.C.L.E. soundtrack, and you know, this is just great kind of spy movie stuff. Dave Grusin composed most of the stuff, except the main theme is by Jerry Goldsmith. Oh, here's one of the without whom things I wanted to include. We've got this nice Ani DiFranco double live CD, and you know, I put her in the without whom category just because she inspires us all to kind of go our own way and do our own thing. How about, let's do the box sets. Okay, now I know a lot of people are excited about this, and they should be. There's the Between the Buried and Me box. Let me hold that up. So as you can see, beautifully printed, nice and thick. And let me show you what's inside. Okay, so we lift the cover off. First thing we see, ooh, is great poster. Folds out. Very nice. Three panels. All right, and we've got the first. There's 3 records in here. Here's the first one. Okay, we got the Parallax Hyper Sleep Dialogues. Looks great. 3 very long tracks. Nice. And check out the vinyl here. I hope yours is this cool. Nice, huh? So it's clear and kind of with red, white, and blue mixed in. Just great. We also have the Parallax 2, and this is a double album, so check it out. Look at the inside. Very cool, kind of sci-fi artwork. And yeah, so you're looking at about 100 minutes of playing time between these two. Again, you get 2 lyric sheets here, one on each side, one for each record, and the this vinyl is also is colored as well. This is kind of a gray sort of marble. Very great. Now, you may remember the Golden Gear Award. Remember the Golden Gear Award from last year? This was the Golden Gear, which was the Fun record. I'm going to keep giving out the Golden Gear Award every year. And just sort of for the funnest packaging, I'm going to award that to this, to the, well, for a 5-picture disc box set by the second artist I ever fell in love with, which was Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is about an $80 list price, and for 5 picture discs, that's pretty good. And for those of you who don't appreciate progressive rock, you know, at least you can appreciate how great these look. So let me just hold up the picture discs. There we are. That's Brain Salad Surgery, the probably the second best progressive rock album ever. I'll let you decide what the first one is, although I have an opinion on that. There's their first album. Pictures at an exhibition. We'll give you pictures at an exhibition. Or we're going to give you pictures at an exhibition. Tarkus, again, great looking. And as you can see, the colors on these are quite vibrant, and they look great. And there you go. That picture of them in the woods always cracks me up. I'm so excited I had to go change my shirt. Now I'm going to show you the biggest release in Record Store Day history. It's part of the Live at Bull Moose series, and we fully expect that when Billboard comes out on April 26th, or whatever that is, the check my handy Wilco calendar back there, April 24th issue. I'm sorry, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Mistakes happen sometimes, as you will see. Anyway, Mumford Sons, Live at Bull Moose. Here it is. Look at that. That's great. And I want to point out something awesome that I think says a lot about the band Mumford Sons, which is that if you check this out, on the cover, you see their butts. You see their butts, and you see the faces of the fans. And of course, the reason that an artist would play at a music store is to do something wonderful for their fans. That's what Mumford Sons did here, and we're so grateful to them. And I know the fans on the cover are all excited. I've heard from some of them who just think it's just so great to not only have been there, but then to have this wonderful memento. And for those of you who don't get it, I want to show you the inside because I think it's pretty nifty. So if you check this out, it says Bull Moose right in there, but it's kind of the text, well anyway, it kind of lines up on the back. See how it sort of says Bull Moose, kind of. And I'll show you the back too, just because I'm proud of the thing. That's right. Some of these songs, their live debut was at the show. First time they were played live in the New World. New World. Sound very American-centric here, like most of us here in this country are. Moving on to another CD. Oh, and there's a special thing that some collectors will find on the back cover of that album, that Mumford & Sons thing. And, oh, just to make sure you know this, around April 15th, we're going to release another Record Store Day preview video with all the other stuff that I don't have in hand today, and including in there, we hope to be able to show you the vinyl edition of that same record. Now, another CD, another live CD, R.E.M. live in Greensboro. And what's pretty cool about this, not only, so you got 5 live tracks from 1989. Now, the album Green is going to be released in a deluxe edition in May, and this is the rest of the concert that appears on that. So you need that if you're a completist. You need both. Okay, now Concord, as we know, has through various record store days has done a series of reissues of the 10-inch records, classic jazz titles from the Fantasy catalog, and we've got 2 of them this time around. We've got Dave Brubeck, of course. He should be part of this record store day. As you can see, you know, they've got the vintage back on there, and they even have, look, the labels look old style, and as you can see, the cover's red, so we've got clear red vinyl. There's also a Tjader Trio album. Same story, but it's orange covered, so of course we have orange vinyl, and there's the back. Now check this out, the Jamie XX edits, and I must admit I am not at all familiar with whoever this is. Maybe it's Young Turks. I'm just going to type it in at the bottom here. But what I like about this, check this out. So here's the front, here's the back. Now, watch this. This is what I think is so cool. So it does this. Right, and this is the Yoko Ono thing I mentioned before. First of all, look at this lovely, really cool, like sunspot kind of thing on the, I don't know what that is, on the inner sleeve. And look, just like Yoko, we have a hole to see the sky through. Speaking of Yoko, something that I think she might have missed first time around, so this is not only your opportunity to get this, but Yoko Ono's opportunity to get this rare record into her collection. It is another Concord thing, and it's the what was originally a DJ only, Maybe I'm Amazed. This was sent to radio stations originally for the Wings Over America album to promote that. Here we have Pulp and Soul Wax, Pulp vs. Soul Wax, there we are, from the Rough Trade label. Nice to see that available here in the US. If it was a hassle for you guys, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Another clear red 10-inch, this time from Wind Up. It's to commemorate their 15th anniversary, and so we have this A-side has three rare tracks from 3 of their current artists, and the B-side has tracks from 3 of their kind of the artists that built the label, especially Creed. Hard to find stuff there. Marco Benevento, I always have a hard time saying his name, I apologize. But it's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Okay, here is another super rare record that I doubt you have the original, but now you can get this because it was only originally issued in Nigeria 30 years ago or so. Fela and Africa 70, Fela Kuti, I imagine. Sorrow, Tears, and Blood. Yes. It's 2 long songs, 1 on each side. Sort of an extra big 12-inch single. Destroyer, This Night. Now, the first time that this has been available in the U.S. on vinyl, I think there was a, it was available in Europe or something. Lamb of God, New American Gospel. Now, reissue. This has already been on CD, but you get this nice lyric sheet, which a lot of the record store day things have this year, and it's coming out on, I believe, here is the, they're calling this gold vinyl, clear yellow, and there's also a silver one, which I don't have open to show you. And the final LP of this video, all that remains, but look at the vinyl. Isn't that cool? The vinyl looks great. And actually, if you look at sort of the colors on the back, it works perfectly. This sort of bluish, grayish, greenish, marbled thing. It's the Fall of Ideals album, and that's been available on CD before. Now, a little bit more. Okay. Got a couple picture 7 inches here. Testament. Look at that. That's awesome. It's nice and heavy, too. Looks fantastic. We also have, you familiar with Rhino's side-by-side series, where they pair 2 versions of the same song. Here we have the Misfits. Look at that. And the Lemonheads. We also have Soul Kitchen, the Doors song done by the Doors, and X on the back. And that reminds me, I don't have it here to show you, so we'll pretend this is it. John Densmore, the drummer of the Doors, has written a new book. It's called Unhinged. The Doors Unhinged, actually, is the title. And he is doing a book signing tour of mostly record stores, but a few bookstores. It starts on Record Store Day at Bull Moose, and then he's going to work his way back to LA. So make sure to check that out if you are a Doors fan. And I've read the book. It's excellent, and it's very thoughtful for a rock bio. In fact, it's not really a rock bio. I mean, it's about legal issues between him, with him and the Morrison estate on one side, and the other two Doors on the other side. But really, I think it's really kind of more of a meditation on how hard it is to keep your integrity, especially when there's a lot of money kicking around. And I definitely recommend it, even if you're not a big fan of the Doors. It's not going to settle the question of is Jim Morrison maybe still alive somewhere, or any of that stuff. It's a very thoughtful book. Now, very cool cover. Oh, before I show you the cover, I want to show you the download card that comes inside. This is what Sub Pop's download cards look like right now. I just want to make sure everybody sees that, because they just look so cool. Now, this is great. This 7-inch folds out, and you can see, look at that, 4 panels actually. Here we are, Shearwater and Sharon Van Etten, of course. I'm sure you just read that. And look at that, they're dragging something around. What are they dragging? What are they dragging? You know what? They're dragging that Tom Petty song, the one that Stevie Nicks sang on, Stop Dragging My Heart Around. That's what they're dragging around there. Cool. Speaking of cool covers, we have Neal Casal. He's doing the Grateful Dead song, Mountains of the Moon. He's got a new album out, I think it's April 10th, and this song won't be on it. You gotta come here to get it. J.D. McPherson Firebug on red vinyl. You know what red vinyl looks like, of course. We have a Toadies 7-inch colored vinyl. This is another one of those marbly ones, if you can see. And then finally we have 2 7-inches, Snapcase and Earth Crisis, both classic releases from Victory. The originals would probably be somewhat hard to find, but you have a chance to pick these up for a good price. So hey, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for shopping in our kinds of stores all year long. Thank you for loving music and giving artists an opportunity to make stuff for you. And please check back around April 15th or so for the final Record Store Day preview video, where I'm just going to show stuff like crazy. It's going to be awesome.